Hi, I'm Assemblymember Rob Bonta, representing California's 18th Assembly District, including the cities of Oakland, Alameda, and San Leandro. This year, my colleagues and I in the legislature, along with the governor, approved a fifth consecutive on-time, balanced, and fiscally responsible budget for California. It is one of the largest, most promising, and prudent California state budgets in over a decade, reflecting our democratic values by investing $115.4 billion in California's most valuable asset, our people. This budget reinvests in schools and early childhood education, improves access to higher education and health care, fights poverty, builds reserves for a rainy day, and pays down debt. The list of wins for Californians is impressive, and I'm excited to take a few moments to share some of those victories with you. Educating our students is the state's top priority, and we've strengthened our public schools with an additional $14 billion statewide, a 43.5% hike in funding since the passage of Proposition 30 4 years ago. We are making massive new investments in our students and schools by focusing on the bookend investments of education, early childhood education and higher education. Children enter school better prepared to learn if they receive quality early childhood education. And once they graduate high school, an accessible and affordable higher education should be available to every single California graduate. To help put our children on track for success and help low-income parents go to work to support their families, we're investing $265 million in early childhood education by establishing more high-quality preschool and childcare slots. This provides more funding for early childhood education than nearly any budget in the history of California. We've also made enormous investments in our CSUs, UCs, and community colleges to make higher education more accessible and more affordable for California families. Our budget does all of the following: provides $217 and $120 million in new funding for CSU and UC respectively, freezes UC tuition for 2 years, continues the successful implementation of the Middle Class Scholarship, cutting tuition by 20% for CSU and UC students, and what's more, the budget benefits over 85,700 community college students through a substantial increase in Cal Grant funding. As the chair of the Assembly Health Committee, I believe that true access to high-quality health care is a right, not a privilege. Our budget brings us closer to this goal by continuing the successful implementation of healthcare reform in California, which has already extended Medi-Cal coverage to an additional 4 million Californians in just 3 years. It also takes the bold action to allow all children to participate in the Medi-Cal program regardless of immigration status. And it expands access to high-quality dental care for children and families in need throughout the state. No one who works a full-time job in California should live in poverty. We have been working hard in the Assembly to make this a reality. To support California's working poor, our budget creates the first earned income tax credit in the history of California, a refundable tax credit for low-income workers benefiting over 2 million working Californians and lifting approximately 50,000 people out of poverty and another 50,000 out of deep poverty. This year's budget is a clear sign that the Golden State is continuing on the path to recovery, growth, and renewal. I look forward to building on the tremendous progress of this year's strong budget to help all East Bay residents and all Californians succeed and to build a better future for our state. For more information on the state budget, please visit my website. Thank you for allowing me to serve you.